If you're so smart, why are you not profitable? You know that 90% of traders lose money consistently. Most of them don't lack intelligence, they lack a plan. Think about it. You've read the books, watched YouTube videos, podcasts, spent hours studying charts. So why is your account still bleeding? Is it because trading is just that hard? Or is it because being smart might actually be the problem? In this video, I'm breaking down how intelligence alone can't make you profitable and how it might even work against you. By the end of this, you know exactly why most traders fail and, more importantly, how to avoid being another statistic. Let's start with a surprising truth. Sometimes being smart can actually hurt your trading. A typical example is the amber light risk. I think we all go through this in our day-to-day activities or using the roads. A smarter person, when approaching a traffic light and he spots it's an amber light, meaning it's about to go red, he quickly steps on his gas pedal, right, so he could speed and get past the traffic lights before it turns red. But someone who is less smart, right, would not take that risk, because he who is taking the risk of stepping on his gas pedal feels he's very calculated and he will definitely pass it before it turns red. But someone who is less smart would do what? Actually wait for it to turn red and then turn green again before going. Same thing applies to trading. Because you think you've studied enough and you likely know where the market would go next, you then risk more. Yeah, sometimes it may go well, but most times we know the outcome. You should understand that the market doesn't reward IQ. Now, on the flip side, ignorance often feels like confidence. The more ignorant you are, the more confident you'll be. And this explains beginner's luck. Remember those first couple trades you took in your trading career where you easily won and felt like this is it for me. Trading is the way for me, because if I can just make money without stress like this, then it's all uphill from here. Now, the smarter person will actually think, oh, if I can just make money without knowing too much about this thing, so what would now happen if I get more knowledge on this craft or on this skill? I'll certainly make more money. Have you heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect? Which explains how you are the peak of your performance when you're ignorant. And the more you learn and get educated on a particular thing, the lesser your confidence. That confidence only goes back up after you've become an expert, but it's still not going to be as high as the time when you were ignorant. Think about how enthusiastic children are when they are young. They want to play with anything and everything that catches their attention. Now, what happens here is as they grow older, that enthusiasm starts to die down because they are now more knowledgeable on the risk involved with whatever it is they are playing with. A typical example is a dog and a child. If a child sees a dog for the very first time, they are likely to go play with the dog, and maybe the first dog they play with would respond nice and play back with them. Now, what happens here is as they grow older, they would probably see a dog, right, attack a child or some other person's child or somebody else in general, and that instigates or instills a fear in them that, oh, this dog I've been playing with all along can actually do harm to me. Now, what happens when they see a dog? They're not just eager and they don't just rush to go play with the dog. Another instance is with your early trading days. Think about those times you came into the market and you easily took trades and you made money, and you're very happy that, oh, this trading is for you. You can easily make money without stressing, work on your own terms, and all of that. Now, eventually along the line, you get humbled by losses. Now, when you're humbled by those losses, that confidence now is reduced. That enthusiasm dies down because of it now looks like, oh, this thing is not actually all rosy, right? There are obstacles in this thing. I could actually lose money. And then you have to now go and seek for proper knowledge on how to carry out this thing that it is that you like. So you don't rip yourself off your money and stuff like that. Now, you think being an expert and being perfectly skilled in the craft is the solution. Well, I'm here to break it to you that perfectionism is the enemy. Even experienced traders fall into this trap. What happens is the more you know, the more you realize you need to know. This happened to me a lot in trading. I used to be in positions where I would spend quality time building a strategy, only for me to come to the actual live market and trade this strategy, and I see this strategy that I developed that looked so perfect in backtest. I see that strategy flop like every other trading strategy I've had, and now I go back to the place of study and I start afresh, and that cycle continues. The key point here is no strategy will ever be perfect. No trade will ever be perfect, and there's nothing that has to be perfect about your trading for you to be profitable. You just need a system that works more often than not and the courage to execute. The courage is gotten by seeing that system deliver multiple times in the past. Having said all this, what is the solution? Well, Simplicity is the simple solution to all your trading problems. It might sound counterintuitive, but the best traders use straightforward, repeatable systems. This allows them to stay focused. Complexity often leads to overanalysis and silly mistakes. If you can't explain your strategy to me in less than 2 minutes without stammering or stuttering, it is too complicated. Here's the truth. Becoming profitable is not about how smart you are. It's about how disciplined you are. You need a system, a process, and the ability to stick to it no matter what the market throws at you. I know this could be easier said than done. If you don't have proper knowledge on how the market moves, you can't really sit back and carve out an edge. Now that's exactly why I've reopened the doors to my mentorship program. I plan on giving the new batch of traders a simple and highly profitable system. So all they need to do is go into the chart, study it, and prepare to make 2025 that year. If you're ready to get on board, shoot me a DM on Telegram. The link to my handle is in the description below. If you've ever been so frustrated with trading and thought of quitting, in this video, I spoke about how I almost quit trading and what made me stay back and I found success. Until next time, yeah bosh.